is the first job of a chief network officer? First thing is prospect. Find the best people to partner with, best companies to partner with. These are allowed anybody to come in and ruin a program. The thing is, this is not easy. Let me ask you, it's obviously a loaded question, and you may not be the right audience for it. You can find lots of excuses for that, and I mean that in the most positive way. Okay? But if I were to ask you, which is, name the three largest cell phone providers, service providers in the world. AT&T, Orange, Vodafone? Probably not. Probably not. You know why? Probably not. You know why? Because the second largest is an Indian company called Bharati Airtel. We don't even know who are the best possible partners because we are so locked in our mindset. We don't think in terms of the possibility of networks growing around the world. By the way, the fastest growing is a South African company called MTN. None of the names that we would normally think of are anywhere near the top. So prospecting is something critically important. Who do I want to join my network? Who do I want to work with my products and services? Once you're prospecting, the second thing that you want to do is to evangelize. And you want to convince the best of the best to join your network, to work with you preferentially, and not with somebody else. The third thing you would do is actually build a virtual company. You connect these companies so closely and so wonderfully that they function like a virtual company. So I mentioned Jean-François Baril. For the Nokia network, he has what he calls a virtual board of directors. And that virtual board of directors makes major decisions for the entire network. The fourth thing that you need to do is you need to transfer knowledge across the network. I have a problem here. Oh, you know what? That's not a problem. You can fix it if you do this. You want that information to get across very, very quickly. But again, let me ask you, what is the typical policy? Typical policy in most large companies around sharing information. Need to know. Don't do it. When in doubt, don't. Okay? In the best network companies, they'll say, when in doubt, do it. Okay? Because you probably need it. And by the way, you cannot get decision making down to that front level unless you give that person a power to say, make the decision, we'll live with the consequences. Yes, you have to protect yourself in many different ways. Yes, I understand all of that. But fundamentally, it's a mind shift on what you do with information. And finally, you have to mediate disputes. Because in the best managed systems, you'll still have disputes. So these are the 5 things a well-managed network does extremely well. Prospect, evangelize, build a virtual company, they transfer knowledge, and they mediate disputes. By the way, keeping the boys up. They're very, very good at doing these kind of things. Thoughts, comments, reactions, opinions?
It's an important aspect as listening.
Okay.
And that's culture. You're basically talking about disintermediating all control mechanisms within the organization. And at the end of the day, culture of the organization is probably the last aspect that keeps everyone on the same page. And that's really essential.
And to do this, it has to be ingrained in your culture. If it is not ingrained in the culture, it's not going to happen. Part of the reason, you had asked a question earlier, made the point earlier about a supply chain being an area where you're actually seeing these things happen. the building of networks. Here's the problem with that perspective. The problem with that perspective is we see it limited to supply chains, whereas these networks are all around us. So unless it is actually a part of your DNA, unless it is a part of your culture, it's not going to happen. So yes, you're absolutely right.
So if you build a virtual company, every time you build a virtual company, to your point, we need to establish a culture.
How many people do it?
Well, I'm not saying anyone does.
They focus on process and not on culture.
So the point is, you need to do it over and over again every time you create a new virtual company for development.
And again, in Jean-Francois' example, he lives on an airplane, and he says, okay, all I do is go around and basically, I can do my work on a computer, but that's not what it's about. To run a network, I need to be face-to-face with people. If I don't trust them, I won't invite them into the network. It doesn't matter what they can provide for my company. If I don't trust them, I won't invite them into my network. And it's absolutely right. Again, this is this rethinking, instead of just focusing on the product, focusing on the process, focusing on the service, rethinking the organization. I realized, Ron was waiting for me, and I promised you I was not going to take you through the entire slides. Let me tell you what is there. There are actually design principles that, based on these advanced companies, on what to do with respect to processes, strategies, values and culture, and technology. So that a network isn't something that happens to you, but you actually go out and embrace it and you create it. It can be done. The only thing is, it takes time. It takes time, it takes effort. Good management to me, truly good management, is a thankless task. If you do it, nobody thanks you. Okay? If you do it well, nobody thanks you. If you mess up, everybody notices. And it's one of those things that increasingly companies don't do. Thank you. Appreciate it.